So welcome on our South Carolina Trade Talk podcast. I am David DePlas, faculty at the Citadel Baker School of Business. And I am here today welcoming Nick Wong, Executive Director of the Maritime Association of South Carolina.
Thanks, David. It's great to be here with you and your listeners.
Well, thank you so much, Nick. We really appreciate you being here on this podcast. So can you tell us a little bit about what does the Maritime Association of South Carolina do?
Sure. The Maritime Association of South Carolina, we're a nonprofit organization which connects the maritime industry and the entities that support this critical maritime entity. Did you know that we have over 2,000 ships a year that carry up to $60 billion in goods through our ports and across the public and private docks every year?
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, so the maritime industry is one of the largest economic drivers in our state's economy. As an umbrella organization, we represent every segment of the industry, and I'd like to say the Maritime Association is the face of the industry, and the face is an acronym for what we do. So we facilitate business development by fostering cooperation and communications among the port users and government users. We also advocate for legislative policies and procedures that promote and benefit maritime trade and associated industries. And we also coordinate training and networking opportunities for our members in the maritime community. And finally, we educate the media, public officials, and the general public for the importance of our organization and the positive economic impact we make on their everyday lives.
Wow. Yeah, obviously the maritime community, from being here in Charleston, I know how important it is to the success of our Palmetto State. So can you tell us a little bit more about the actual activities that the organization participates, undertakes, or leads? And tell us a little bit about opportunities that may lead to people to actually engage and maybe network within that maritime community in the state?
Sure. Dave, we do a lot of things throughout the year. Some are quarterly, some are monthly, some are annually, and then some of our signature events. But before I get into that, I really want to go into things that we do as an association that helps our members grow their businesses and helps them save money. So one of the first things that we do is this year we started an association healthcare plan through Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's already shown significant savings for the members who have signed up. And a small percentage of their premiums goes back to the association. So it's a win-win for everyone. One of the other things that we do is we also have a marketing consultant service. So it's a service that's at no charge to our members. So it allows them to maximize how far their advertising resources goes. Our experts can take the time and learn about what a company, their target audience, what they're trying to do, and they can figure out what's the best medium, whether that's radio, television, or social media to advertise. And like the association healthcare plan, that a small portion of that comes back to the association. So for some of our events, I'll start with like the monthly events. So we have a NavOps meeting, which focuses on what's going on in around the port. And there's also a briefing by local, state, and federal agencies. It's also like just a general networking event for our members every month. And we also have committee meetings. So we are our membership. We're all volunteers. So we have different committees that helps us achieve our strategic goals. So we have membership, business development, workforce development, and events. And those are run by industry leaders who are actually in the community and are actually working the docks and in the field every day. So they know what they're talking about. And one of our funner events is our Maritime Mondays. So that's a standing social hour, usually the first Monday of the month, unless there's a federal holiday. And that's something that's sponsored by our own members. And we also have we're run by a board of directors, and we have a monthly meeting. So we get together and talk about the things that have gone on and things that we need to do like in the coming months to meet our strategic goals.
Wow, I really didn't realize, Nick, how much the Maritime Association really did, both as an organization and also for its membership. So as we know, this is really all about supporting Team South Carolina, and we're working
Mhm.
really hard and really appreciate both your team, your personal effort, as well as the board's effort to really continue to make our communities thrive. So again, thank you so much for being here today and taking the time to share this very much detailed, very important details about the association.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. And, I think these events that we do, they're fun, but I think the things that we are really in business to do is keeping our members in business and growing their business. As the name implies, the Maritime Association of South Carolina is a statewide organization. So one thing we're focusing on doing this year and in the upcoming years is really expanding our presence throughout the state. So starting up in the upstate, we're actually going to have one of our chat and choose, which is a quarterly event. We're going to have one up in Greenville in September. So we're going to bring that winning combination, winning recipe that we have down here in the Tri-County area to the upstate. And
That's great.
going to have stand up a Maritime Association South Carolina Foundation, a 501c3, to help educate the public on the critical industry that we are, and also help with workforce development and try to solve those bottleneck issues that affect our supply chain.
Yeah, certainly very important, very, very important matter. Again, thank you so much, Nick, for taking the time today, for being here and for sharing those insights. And I think that's great. So, folks, go ahead and join us next month for our next episode of the South Carolina South Carolina Trade Talk. Again, I am David Laplace, professor at the Tommy and Victoria Baker School of Business at the Citadel. And I thank the South Carolina International Trade Coalition for hosting this podcast.
Thanks, Dave.